Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this weirdest Kane action figure video. So we're going to take a look at some of the weirdest Kane action figures. Of course, he's been around for a long time, so there's plenty to look at. We've got Jakks, we've got Mattel, we've got other weird items. So this video is stacked. I want to give a shout out to Banjo-Kazooie194 because they suggested Kane. And what we're going to do is when this video gets to 1,000 likes, I've said when because I'm very confident that you're going to enjoy this. So when this video gets to 1,000 likes, please get to 1,000 likes, then I will start work on the next video. And what we'll do is whoever leaves the top comment, that's the superstar we're going to base the next weirdest action figure video on. Okay, so make sure you like the video. Leave the comment below of who we should look at next. And let's get started, shall we? So let's start with this. You can see on screen Zombie Kane. I want to start with this because we've already done a separate video on it. I think this is the scariest Mattel action figure ever. Now, I didn't realise that the mask came off. This is Zombie Kane. Came out last year, and when you take the mask off, be warned, because this is scary. This is what is underneath. Look at that. The most terrifying action figure, wrestling action figure ever, without a shadow of a doubt. Absolutely incredible. So, as we said, we did a separate video on that, so we're not going to spend too long on it. Let's move on. Create a superstar. We've got this rocker pack, this rocker set. So you get like an angry punk guy with a mohawk. Comes with boots and Road Warrior spikes for some reason. Cape, hood, and a severed Kane head in the corner. And this really does allow you to make some interesting combinations. This is from Mattel, so this is a Mattel action figure. The Create A Superstar line is very interesting. I don't think it's sold very well, but as we said, you can create a few interesting things with that pack. They also made a Kane pack, so you get the removable mask, you get like pretty boring ring attire, but epic entrance gear. So you get a jacket with built-in wings, which to my knowledge he never wore. Although, had he have joined the Ministry of Darkness, the Undertaker's ministry, this would have been a great look. Moving on, we've got Stomp Series 3. If you ever wondered what Kane would look like in space, well, wonder no more. This is early era Kane with full mask, full bodysuit that clips on. You get a little helmet piece as well. This Stomp series is widely regarded as one of the weirdest series of all time because you took superstars and then like put them into space or put them underwater or made them military police or something. So very weird. But I do think if you're a Kane collector, this is something you're probably going to want to have in your collection. Moving on, and this might be the weirdest item we're going to look at. It is Maximum Sweat. We've spoken about this figure quite a few times, and the reason why is because not only does the figure sweat, which is weird, the fact that you fill it up with water and it sweats, but again, the mask is removable. Now, you might be thinking, oh, a lot of Kane figures, you can take the mask off. Yes, but this came out before we had seen Kane's face. We didn't know what Kane actually looked like, so they had to guess. So what they did is they basically gave him an Undertaker face, because of course he's the brother of the Undertaker, so kind of makes sense he'll look like the Undertaker. So they guessed and they gave it an Undertaker face. Obviously, we know what Kane looks like now. We know that he doesn't really look anything like the Undertaker. So that's what makes this such an interesting figure. Not only does it sweat, but also it's got the wrong face. Next up, we've got Classic Superstars triple pack. And I really love this because there's so many mistakes. I suppose one of the biggest ones is the fact that Kane is wearing the wrong mask. On the back of the box, it's got Kane wearing like a full face mask, but the figure actually has half a face mask. And also, I'm sure it's like the wrong attire, the wrong era, kind of. He wasn't wearing that mask with that outfit. So, yeah, they really botched that. But the biggest botch was the fact that Paul Bearer, the manager, was as tall and actually even a little bigger than Kane and Undertaker. So the biggest figure in this pack was the manager, Paul Bearer. It's mad. It's just absolute madness. Moving on, we've got this right here. You can see this Isaac Yankem. Now, I know it's not Kane, but I still wanted to include it because this was Kane before he became Kane. So basically, Glenn Jacobs, who plays the character of Kane, he played a few characters before he was Kane, and one of those was Isaac Yankem. So if you ever wanted to see Kane dressed as a dentist, well, not only can you see that, you can also get a figure of it. This is Kane dressed as a dentist. Just take a second to think about how horrific that would be if you went to your dentist and it turned out to be Kane. Next up, we've got something quite bizarre that I only found whilst I was researching this figure. In 1999, at the height of the Attitude Era, we got WWF sliders. So these are superstars that you can roll. So they're kind of, well, I don't know if they're figures. They're more like figurines. But they're kind of like crouching down, like curled up in a ball. And it allows you to roll them over a flat surface. Apparently it comes with little targets that you're meant to knock over. I think there was like 12 that they made in total. Some of them look awful. I've got to be honest, the Kane one doesn't look that bad. I feel like Undertaker just looks like a scary old woman. But anyway, that's for a separate video. As we said, the Kane one is okay, but I definitely wanted to include this just because of how weird it was. Jumping back over to Kane, we've got this Bump and Bash motorcycle radical rides. So if you ever dreamed of owning Kane figure on a motorcycle, and that motorcycle had stabilizers, well, you can. You absolutely can. They made that figure. I don't know if this, like, rolls on its own, like if you pull it back it'll shoot forward or anything. I honestly don't know a great deal about it. Again, I only discovered it whilst I was doing research for this video, but I thought it looked so interesting. Again, I just had to include it. Loads of Jakks figures that you can see on screen right now. I mean, we could have spoke about a few of these, but to be honest, they're either pretty average or not really a great deal to talk about, but they did make loads of Kane figures. Again, with Mattel, you can see on screen right now some of the Mattel range as well. I mean, you can get figures of all different aspects of Kane's career. But when it comes to the best, I'm going to say these two. I really struggle to separate them. You've got the Hall of Champions Kane, which is based on his debut attire. I think they also made that as like Elite Series 17, something like that. But Hall of Champions came out more recently. And then the Ringside Collectibles Hardcore Kane as well. I really love that one. I know that a lot of people have got like various different favourites. It really depends on what your favourite era of Kane was. I don't think too many people are going to say Corporate Kane. I mean, that has to be one of the worst Kane figures. It is so bland. There's just nothing to it. Horrible plain body with horrible attire. Yeah, that is awful. That's it for the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Don't forget as well to drop down your suggestion for the next video. Smash that like button as well. And hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.